Do you ever get sick of the women? That's it, like, sounds like a lot. All the models and these major supermodels. Are you ever just like, oh my God, I need a minute?
You know what, it's a high-class problem. And quite frankly, if I go home and I say to my wife, honey, you won't believe it, I had the hardest day at work today. I was surrounded by supermodels. They were pulling me arm from arm. You know, I don't think she has that much sympathy for me. So I got to say, I'm a pretty lucky guy.
I would tend to agree with you. There is a bit of a diva mentality every once in a while, though.
With me?
Oh. No, of course not with you, never. You worked with Tyra. Naomi has certainly had her history of being a smidgen of a diva. Does that ever translate to set?
You know, like I said, temperatures run high every now and then, but I think, listen, and I really mean this, is that if there were men, successful men at the top of their business, not just models, just in some other job, you know, and they were, you know, heated or they were serious about what they had to say and raised their voice. You know, if they're a multi-millionaire businessman, there's something to be, oh, well, that's because he's successful and this is where he's at in his business. I think because these are very pretty women, all of a sudden they get called a diva, because that's what you call a really beautiful woman who's very successful who decides to be demanding. Right? Well, demanding sometimes is what you need to be when you're at the top of your game and you run and you're executive producer of a show and you do all the rest of it. So I like to sort of think, well, you know, cut them a little slack. And you know, I take my hat off to both women, actually, both Naomi and Tyra, for doing extraordinary work within the fashion business and becoming household names in a very difficult world.
We've had Tyra on here before, and she was so sweet. But there's rumors that the two of them are feuding.
You know, they haven't been the best of friends. I think that's more than rumors. There's no doubt that that's, you know, has been aired publicly. I think Tyra had Naomi on her show and what have you. But at the same time now, you know, I know that Naomi has nothing bad to say about Tyra, and you know, they seem to have fixed a lot of that up. But you know, some of these things, you know, never die because people love to bring them up.